Hello, it's like here to show you the Carpator battery coloring here. As you see so far is for Carpator battery. I went ahead and drew say is a picture of a battery. Say could be known as battery pack, or it's like battery powered battery that normally will be used on like what you call the normal, say the what you call the hydraulic batteries, or it could be the nickel-ion type batteries, such as Energizer, and you got Duracell and alkaline, or Alkaline, or copper top, you name it, whatever type of batteries that you used, and which the ones that I'm really familiar with is will be like the Duracell, or maybe the nickel-ion, or the hydraulic, the hydraulic, high quality, type batteries. But so far as for the batteries is that you have it we got the battery right there, and then along we got is the sunlight, and then right here you got the hand crank handle, which I'm sure everybody here has seen the devices that have these hand crank handles. And a lot of times it says you would turn them to a certain angle, you would wind them up at least 30 to 60 times to be able to get within a few seconds of charge with whatever device that you have, such as a radio, or it could be it could be a radio, or as some type of emergency backup light or something, and along with the USB port, which some devices would use like a USB port to charge up something like a camera. It could be a camera, or it could be a Apple iPad reader, or a computer, so something like that. But have the USB connector. But so far, which I don't know if anybody has thought of, which they may be around, but is the Carpator the Carpator charger battery for is it that it's a device that runs on part see that runs on solar power. You got the solar power panel right here, and then after that you got the solar power panel, and then after that, and then you got the part where you see is a footprint, and what the footprint pretty much stands for is that it gets charged just by the movement. It's like if you were to be walking by the vibration of the ground, if you were to sit on the ground, or if you were to put it somewhere, they would charge just by the vibration. And you got the walking, and then the running, and then along the standing. But you can maybe put it in your pocket, and it will get charged that way. But you have it to where it's like you have it gets charged just by the action. It's like if you were to be out jogging or something like that, by the action, and then it shows the thinness of it. It's like a kind of like a flat mat, but which I don't even know really exactly what they have on the stores nowadays, in the electronic stores, which you say that we all hear that technologies changes about every 4 or 5 months or so. But every month, more likely that they would have something new on the shelves. But so far as it's like for this charger here, is that you have it to where you got the solar charger right here. You got the solar panel charger, and then it would get charged directly, say, from the sunlight to be able to charge up a battery. And then if you were to take it apart and look at the inside, that you have it to where you got a battery pack right here, and it's like kind of right small, but you got the battery pack. But you have the battery pack, and about right here and along right here, so you got using the wiring and then the sensors and stuff like that for so far as for operating the battery pack. It's like your battery console or whatever. But But you have this charger, and then the charger pretty much gets charged just by the movement of whenever if you will be walking around or something like that, it will get charged from the moon. But I'm sure a lot of people here will probably say that if there was a device, a charger, more like they would probably say that hand crank candle would probably be the best option. But otherwise than that, maybe a USB port. But I'm sure that a lot of people would probably say that maybe the AC outlet, which I don't even know exactly, is that the AC outlet, which that type of technology, I guess, is like, it's been around for years, and you plug the device into your AC outlet, and then it takes a few hours to a few seconds or whatever to charge. But you have it to where you plug it into the outlet right there, and it gets power that way. But most of the time, with our way we use our power with our lawnmowers, and then with our automobiles, that whenever we use power, that new type of technology to be used to invest, it's like what's renewable, which I know a lot of times that whenever I go out and buy batteries, if I were to go out shopping for batteries, that I may look at maybe a cheap kind, maybe one that's on sale or whatever. But then on the other hand, that a lot of times is that you would want to buy yourself a set of rechargeable batteries, the kind that could be used up to 1,000 times. They say this like 1,000 times, or maybe say they could be used up to a million times or whatever. But they say this, that with overcharge, a lot of times they say that with overcharge, that that can cause some damage to the battery. But I guess as long as it don't happen every time. But so far as for batteries, as for the Carpator battery, that you have it to where it operates. You lie down on the carpet or wherever you would be walking around, doing a lot of jogging or whatever. That I'm sure a lot of us would probably be on our feet. A lot of times during the day that we would have that type of technology to where it would charge up just by the vibration of the action of walking around or the movement. It's like getting the charges just by the movement. And a lot of times is that you bother to read the manual. Is that that may be the worst part about it, about having electronic devices, that you really don't want to read the manual. It's that pretty complicated to learn how to use them. But of course, most of all, there's a special trick about a manual, is that more likely that is the safety tips, is that where to put where to keep the device if you were to buy a charger or whatever it is the safe places where you can store them, prevent them from getting damaged, and if it has a warranty or whatever on it. But one thing that maybe a manual could offer is more like would be is to offer something that related to say store locations, maybe the nearest store locations. But so far as for the Carpator battery, and along with the other design, along with the radio tower, and along with the battery icons, along with the battery pack, and it's like so far with the battery pack, and they are as like so far with the Carpator battery and the Carpator battery coloring.